Sorry, Trunks, but I'm afraid your job is not over yet. How you doing, guys? Basher's here. In today's video, we'll discuss a possible scenario taking place after the Tournament of Power, revolving around none other than everyone's favorite blue-haired time traveler, Future Trunks. Before we start explaining the scenario, I want to mention that most of it is just speculation of what could happen. Anyway, let's begin. As the title hints, in this scenario, Universe 7 lost in the tournament and got erased. It all starts with Future Trunks attempting to travel to the other timeline, for a reason we'll discuss later. But since Universe 7 was erased, Trunks ends up in the original timeline where the androids wreaked havoc over humanity. At first, Trunks thinks that the destruction is a result of a new threat the Z-Fighters is having trouble to handle, although he can't help but to feel like it seems very familiar. Eventually, after exploring around, Trunks finds future Gohan struggling with the android and immediately realizing he arrived in the wrong time. Now let's assume future Trunks arrives before future Gohan dies, possibly during the battle where Gohan was supposed to be killed. Trunks jumps into the battle and one-shots the android. After destroying 18 and 17 for the second time and saving his mentor, Trunks tells Gohan his backstory. Trunks' transformation convinces Gohan that he is the son of Bulma and Vegeta. So does the hair resemblance. After doing some catching up, Gohan takes Trunks to Bulma's place. Trunks tells Bulma about the missing timeline, and her conclusion is that this timeline was erased from existence. Now here we have a tricky question. If the androids are destroyed, there is no need in going back in time. The big question is, will Goku, Black, and Zamasu invade this timeline if the events of Z and Super won't take place as an alternate timeline? Who knows? Maybe this time there will be Gohan Black. Either way, it's likely that Trunks will predict Zamasu's arrival and also Babidi's, so it would be a good idea to stay here for a while and train Gohan, and might as well kid future Trunks in order to prepare them for any upcoming threat. Even though there is no need in going back to the past, there's still a chance to bring back the Z-Fighters by seeking new Namek and using the Namekian Dragon Balls without fearing the androids will sabotage the plans. Eventually, Trunks goes back to his timeline. He goes to the Supreme Kai in order to tell him about the erasing of the other timeline. Shin, which I assume was resurrected into the new future timeline along with the other gods who were killed by Zamasu, responds by saying that he doesn't know the answer for that, but maybe someone like Whis would know. Shin takes Trunks to the point of Lord Beerus, and Trunks tries to ask Whis if he knows anything. Surprisingly enough, Whis doesn't help Trunks that easily. Trunks brings up the one thing he learned about Beerus and Whis from the last time he visited the past. He offers Whis and Beerus Earth food. After tasting the delicacies, Whis agrees to take Trunks to the Grand Priest, who probably knows better. The Grand Priest wouldn't give away the answer about what's going on that easily. However, since Trunks helped to defeat Zamasu and return the balance to the God's hierarchy, the Grand Priest agrees to tell him. The Grand Priest tells Trunks about the Universal Tournament that took place in another multiverse, where 7 universes were erased once they lost. Trunks is shocked to hear about this tournament and that his family and friends got wiped from existence, and begs the Grand Priest to do something about it. Unfortunately, there is nothing he can do to reverse the effect caused by the Xenos. After hearing about Zamasu and eating delicious Earth food, Beerus tells Trunks about the supposedly unlimited Super Dragon Balls his brother Champa told him about. So Trunks goes on to search for the Super Dragon Balls and asks the Supreme Kai for help in fighting the Dragon Balls that are scattered around Universe 6. Trunks fails to build a Super Dragon Ball radar on his own, but worry not, cause our hero has a backup plan. He takes his time machine and travels back to future Gohan's timeline, which he recently helped to save for the purpose of asking Bulma to build one. Eventually, Trunks and Shin gathered all 7 Super Dragon Balls and wished Super Shenron to bring back Universe 7, if not all the universes. The end. Now that we're done with the scenario, it's time to discuss why it's likely not to happen. As much as I like the idea behind it, it has it has lots of flaws, especially because it's mostly a speculation. So before someone sees this video and decides to debunk it, I'm gonna do it myself. Reason number 1, a detail that I said I will talk about later on in the video. Why future Trunks would go back in time again? Future Trunks going back to the other timeline because his time is in danger got pretty old in the second time. And I don't see him arriving in the past just to say hello or because he forgot his sweater Bulma gave him. However, it might be a mission he was given by the Supreme Kai, who couldn't sense the presence of the other timeline. It's an assumption that Shin can sense the other timeline since, spoiler alerts for Dragon Ball Super episode 98 and 99 by the way, he couldn't sense Universe 9 after it was erased, implying he can sense existing universes. Reason number 2. The gods who were killed by Zamasu getting resurrected into the new future timeline is only an assumption and was never confirmed as much as I know. Reason number 3. Future Trunks received Beerus and Whis' help a bit too easily, considering how much they helped the protagonist during the series in cases of need. Although they did agree to assist when it came to good food, and maybe hearing about Zamasu's scam would have changed their mind. Reason number 4. We don't know for sure if future Bulma can build a Super Dragon Ball radar. Reason number 5. One thing that we don't know about Super Shenron is his accurate power, and one of the biggest questions about Super Shenron is whether or not it is stronger than Zeno. For this scenario, I went with the possibility that Super Shenron's power is unlimited and outshines Zeno's, therefore is able to restore anything Zeno erased. So there you have it. I'd like to hear what you think about this scenario in the comments below, and don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. By the way, the Future Trunks artwork you see on the screen was made by a talented guy named Nico AR from DeviantArt. So if you like what you see, go check out his DeviantArt page by clicking the link in the description. Have an awesome week, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.